Hello, good day, and welcome back to the Venture Capital TV by Latoken. We have a great show today with very interesting questions, a great project, and rewards. So please stay tuned. I'll be your host for today. My name is Xavier. And like in every show, we bring you the innovation, technology, and solutions you want to hear about. And you get to hear it directly from the founders of the project, which is quite unique. Also, remember you can post your comments in the chat box and we will be addressing them here. Before we move on to the interview, just as a reminder, you can always see our past shows by visiting latoken.com/VCTV/shows. Also, make sure that you subscribe on our socials like Facebook and Twitter. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can see below Latoken. You always be informed of great content opportunities and even giveaways like the ones we will have today. One last thing, please remember anything mentioned here is not any type of financial advice. You have to do your research before making any decision. It's your choices and your responsibility. With that said, then I would like to introduce the project today, which is Exeedme and represented by Nuno Fernandez. Nuno, very welcome. How are you?
All good. Hi, Xavier. Thanks for having me and for La Token for the invitation to be here and could talk a little bit about what we are doing.
Okay, great. Very welcome. As I was reviewing your webpage, okay, first you have a high graphics, so that's really cool. And as it says here, making a living of gaming has never been easier. And well, we have a lot of questions for you prepared from the audience and from my side as well. But I think the best way to start, Nuno, is if you could please introduce yourself, the team, and the project in a few words.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Nuno Fernandes. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Exeedme. Um, Basically, my background was essentially in economics. So I did a degree in economics, and then I worked all up the corporate ladder in big companies. Like I've passed a lot of time in KPMG and PwC, mostly in mergers and acquisitions. So helping entrepreneurs to raise money or either to uh, be backed by partners that could help accelerate their business. Back in 2017, I was part of a group at KPMG in London. They was studying basically how blockchain could be used to improve the fundraising process of some of our clients. But as in like what happens in multinational companies, innovation takes a long time to get to the place where we have products, we have services, and I find that it was taking like a long time, and this was back in 2017 2018, so we should go back to a cycle where there was not so much adoption, and basically I decided to get away of the corporate ladder and start working on my projects and with projects that I loved. So I got into really the blockchain role by being an advisor to Utrust, which is a crypto payment processor recently acquired by Elrond, the blockchain. And I was giving strategic advisor and business modeling. So how could you make a business out of the solutions that they were offering, which were unique for the crypto world and also for companies that want to pay. Like during that process, I re-met my co-founder Francisco, which I've known for a long time, and he had this idea of creating a competitive gaming platform. And that's where, like, with all the expertise that I got like in blockchain, I could see the perfect match in terms of how blockchain could improve the experience of a competitive gaming platform. So Exeedme was born there. And what is Exeedme? Exeedme is a Web3 competitive gaming platform that allows gamers to essentially play their favorite games, enter competitions, so tournaments, daily ladders. At the same time, they can grow their skills, so they can improve in the way that they play, and in a third stage they can invest their earnings from playing these tournaments and all the functions that we have inside the platform, and invest them into digital assets that they understand, that and that will help them to become economically free. That's basically Exceedme, and our team has a background with experience in gaming, in esports, which is like a very core part of what we do, and startups as well.
Okay, great. And so when did Exceed Me? When was Exceed Me born? And what year was it?
So it was we launched our token in December 20. So of course we had some background work since like July of that year of 2020. But that's when the project like got live for a number
Mhm.
of people, and it was in May of 2021 that our platform went live. So we were running a lot of tests, a lot of tournaments during that part of the year between January and May. But it was in May that our beta went live, so that's exactly where it was born.
Okay, great. I would like to share the webpage actually for our viewers that can actually see and obtain more information. As you can see below, the website is exeedme.com. There you'll find information about the launchpad, the marketplace, the team itself. Uh, One thing that really I was surprised is that you have like top games here. You have Call of Duty, you have Clash Royale, you have Fortnite. So then these people can actually play those games, right?
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
start earning.
Exactly. So we recognize like from a very early stage when we started, like blockchain games, like in December 20, would have a long way to go until they are played by a lot of people. But we already have games that are massively played, like these games that you see here, like millions of people play it every day. So why not creating competitions where those players could earn digital money that they understand that they can spend on the internet where they pass like
Uh-huh.
all of the time. So that's the simple promise that we started. Let's help gamers that pass a lot of time like in the computers playing these games to earn something out of it, and so that they can become economically free.
Okay, that's a big differentiator I see because obviously I have interviewed quite a few games, but there's all their native games and they're hoping to, to build up the community. But obviously is not the same as one of the big top games that everybody's playing mainstream. Okay, so I think it's really a differentiator that you are rewarding people for playing the top games, the mainstream games with high quality that they're playing nowadays. Of course, you have your native one, but also you're enabling this. I think that's a major differentiator, a very nice one at that. So for our viewers today, it was a contest that we had. It was in our Telegram announcement channel, in which you could have submitted the questions. From all those questions we received, we have selected the 10 best. Out of the 10 best, we have selected three winners, and each winner will receive 390 XEDs tokens plus an exclusive NFT from the Crypto Bird collection. No, can you please explain us about the Crypto Bird collection?
It's a long story, but I'll explain it. I think
Okay,
we have time, and
briefly. Like,
it's worth it to explore it. Like in CS:GO, basically when you want to play the game, like the mode that is mostly played is 5 versus 5. So when you want to play, we have a matchmaking, so that you play with players that are at the same skill that you are. Otherwise, it's a terrible experience, you know. So and in the beginning, like it took some time until you find players that are the same skill level, because we are starting, we didn't have like thousands of players as we have today. But like at that time it took some time, you know, between like 5 minutes and 10 minutes, which can be like a huge wait. So we thought, okay, let's put a game like while people are waiting for the matchmaking to occur, so before they start like playing CSGO. And we put a little game that we called Crypto Bird, but it was very similar to Flappy Bird. Do you remember Flappy Bird?
yeah, yeah.
So a runner. And like what ended up happening is that more people were playing like Crypto Bird than were playing CS:GO. So
Okay.
people were really having fun playing this game. And like we had 30,000 players playing this game. So
Yeah.
after that happened, we got together with a game development studio that is very experienced in developing casual and hyper casual games and mobile games, and like we've partnered to create a web3 version of Cryptovert. So now Cryptovert is going to have like their own collection of 1100 birds that can be used to play to earn in the blockchain version of the game that is going to be launched in the back end of this month. So the best like questions, the three ones, are not going to get like just a whitelist. They are going to get like a bird that is going that they can use to play and earn like on our platform.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Fantastic. We yeah, I'm really curious. So let's see if we have time maybe later on that you can show us. I don't know if you can show us part of this NFT collection.
Sure, sure. Happy to
Okay,
do that.
maybe later on. Let's see how we are with time. Maybe at the very end you can show us, you can share your screen. Thank
Awesome.
you, Nuno, for that. Okay, let's jump on the questions. Let's see what kind of questions we got. From what I've seen, we got a little bit about everything. Very diverse questions and very good ones at that. Let's see. The first one is, what's your future plan on this project?
What's our future plan? Well, I think I've mentioned it in the beginning when we described, but basically
Mhm.
our mission, like our vision, is for gamers to have fun and to be economically free. So we envision if you go up in the site, we say that basically making a living of gaming a little bit below, that's what we want. We want people to have fun playing games, but at the same time they can make a living out of the time that they pass in front of the computer. And we don't think that the two things are mutually exclusive. They can work together, because we see a lot of games that just think about the economic part of it, but at the same time it has to be funny, because if it isn't funny, people will not stay there, or either they will see it as a boring job that they just do it like to earn money. So our plans is like to merge these two things, and how we are going to do that, right? Because the future plan is really how we are going to do that. First is this competitive gaming platform that is already live. So you can go there and you can enter like tournaments, you can enter daily ladders. In the future you can do challenges, and you can earn crypto from there. Okay, so playing the games that you already know, you have not a lot of familiarity with crypto. So but the onboarding process is really simple and you'll be earning. Okay, the second part of the process is like how you grow your skills, right? And it's frustrating for gamers. Sometimes they play a lot but they don't really improve their skills. So
Mhm.
the other thing is like providing tools for gamers to have insights about what they are doing that is good and what they are doing that is not good and is not allowing them to progress like in the games that they are playing. And this is very important, and to be honest, not a lot of platforms are doing this. The third part is, as I said, to allow them to invest in things that they know. Like, what do gamers know about? I know that they know a lot of things, because a lot of people in this world like are gamers nowadays. Even my mom plays Angry
Mhm.
Birds like every day, in her mobile. But the thing is to invest for the hardcore gamers. Like, they really know about gaming. So imagine that you earn money playing the games that you like, and now you see blockchain games that are going to be released. So you can be part of the journey in investing in games, either through NFTs or either through tokens, that you really believe that are good games and that you are going to play. So you
Mhm.
will share on the success from early on of these games that you will support because you are a gamer. And you'll choose it
Yeah.
because you also like you've been doing this your whole life, so you know how to choose what is a good game and what is not a good game. So that's our future plans, like in a nutshell, in terms like of the verticals that we are approaching.
Okay, great. Thank you. I will have some questions about that myself, but I would rather give priority to the questions that our audience has made. But we have time, then I'll raise my own questions in regard to
Okay.
what you were saying. Okay, question number two. What are the most important and immediate goals for Exceedme project in 2022? And the second part, if you had a list of top three key performance metrics, what would they be?
Cool.
Okay, so let's jump on the first one.
Okay. So, like, the first one is probably um, how we can increase the number of competitions that we offer on the platform. Okay, we want to like offer more competitions, not just more games. That's also on the pipeline. So it is due to be launched a mobile game so that people can get easily access to it. But we also want to improve the number of competitions that you can access in the platform so that you have like more ways to earn, because there are people that like to enter weekly ladders because they don't have so much time to play, and they can play one day during the week and they will enter this competition. But there are people that play much more time and they want the daily ladders. There are people that want tournaments because they like to play with brackets, and so they like that competitive environment. There are people that just like challenges. So I want to challenge with you. Let's put a bet on ourselves, and we go to make a challenge, and the best wins. So that's the things that we want to increase the range of competitions that we offer in first place. The second part is offering a way for people to start investing in games, and that's why we've announced our launch pad, which is XPad. So our immediate goal is for games to be launched there. Like CryptoBird is going to be the first game, but we are currently analyzing a lot of applications from gaming studios that want to launch their NFTs, their tokens, and their games like through us. So that's also a main goal. And the third goal is offer a path for gamers to become like best at what they are. So that part that I spoken earlier on about growing your skills, so how you can improve. So that's part of what we are also doing, and one of our immediate goals. Like, if we translate this in KPIs, it's a little challenging, but easily I would say number of gamers earning crypto and NFTs at Exeedme. We want to increase that number. Number of Web3 games that are launched on our platform. And the third one is a secret one. So
Mhm.
let me check how I can say this. Okay, so we the part of growing your skills, we are going to pilot that with professionals. So it's not going to be firstly available to everyone. So we want to our goal this year is to increase the number of professionals that use our tools to get better. If it works for professionals, it will work for everyone. That's what we are sure about.
Like a training? Is it like a training
Yeah,
model?
planning, training, like a number of things. Imagine a sports team.
Yeah.
Okay, they have a lot of back end people and software that work for them, right? So that they
Hmm.
can become better at what they do. Remember that nowadays players like at soccer even use that bands so that they can move. They can track all the movements on the field so that you can understand like where they can improve, what they are doing good, what they are doing worse. Like esports is very still traditional, it's very old. Things are done, you think, oh, it's digital. So you have a lot of data, and like professional teams, professional players really have tracking about where they can get better. But unfortunately that's not true. So we are developing the tools first for the professionals, and once we have clearance from them, good feedback, we will release that for all the players so that they can climb up the ladder of being like a professional, which takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. And more than that, there's no clear like route that you can take like nowadays.
Okay, good, good, good. Thank you for sharing that sneak peek with us. Okay, let's go to number three, and this is a little bit what we think we talked about before. So maybe we touch about this in NFTs. Currently, a lot of people are looking at NFTs and games. Can you tell me what advantage will you have in this field in the future?
Yeah, I think like we've touched briefly on this,
Yeah.
but essentially it's like, I think the main point is it takes like the journey for you to become a gamer on a blockchain game is still very hard. So, and the game has to be fun, like the onboarding is to be like swift, because not every gamer, we thought in the beginning that gamers will get crypto easily. Oh, they'll get it like a wallet, like everything, because they are like digital natives.
Yeah.
It's not like that. People like to have simple things. easy onboarding, and gamers hate to waste their time. So if they feel that they are wasting their time, they'll move on to other thing, you know. So
Mm.
I think the most important thing is that having these titles and having the gamers like playing tournaments and earning crypto, understanding what are the benefits of having a token, understanding the ownership of an NFT inside the game, because they've done this with skins, but they didn't own the skins. So if a site closes, they will lose their skins forever. So but with NFTs, they will have the ownership. It will be like Bitcoin, you know, like in the beginning, no one understands it, no one believes it, but like it takes some time, you know, for people to become adept of it. What we are doing is like, okay, we are offering the games that they love to play, educating them about crypto and how to grow their skills and earnings, and then eventually they will move on to Web3 blockchains. And that's why we've launched the Launchpad, because we felt there is already the need in our community to experiment these games, to try out these games.
Okay, great. Well, one question I have about NFTs in games. In some games, you are able to transport or use your NFTs into other platforms, other ecosystems. Will that be the case here?
That member is like what we call composability, right? Which is you have an NFT and another gamer or another game
Hmm.
can support your NFT in another
Hmm.
game, and that's what I call it's the growth hacking tactic of Web3. Imagine that you are like launching a game now,
Yeah.
and you want like to get awareness for your game, right?
Yeah.
uh, the best thing you could do is like support board apes. So if you got a board ape, like
Yeah.
just port it like to our game, show that you have it with your wallet, and we'll show it like running like through our game, so you can play with your board ape. So like in these titles that I show here, like CS:GO, Dota 2, they are closed, they are centralized, so they won't happen unless the publishers want to support that, which I'm
Exactly. Yeah.
not, which I'm not seeing in the near future.
Yeah.
But the other games that we are launching on the launchpad, we want to encourage them to do that. So if we have like other games that have been launched, we will encourage them to support other armors, other weapons, other avatars from other games, so that you can have this cross
Yeah.
functionality that is really valuable.
Okay. Great. Great. Good. Okay. That's good news. Because I also see that there's a little bit of demand for that
Yeah,
from the players. Now, okay, this is I think it's this question is answered in the screen we have. What is the aim of Exceedme project? Well, making a living of gaming has never been easier. So
yeah.
I think that is the answer. I don't know if you want to add something else to it.
No, no, I think that's also.
Enough said. Okay, let's move on to number
Uh,
five.
I
No,
would add one thing. Sorry,
okay.
Xavier, to interrupt. Just one thing that is connected to the Launchpad. So in the
Hmm.
Launchpad, we are our backbone is esports, competitive gaming. So
Hmm.
we have a focus on games that can have the features to become an esport, and that's very difficult, like in the market. So if on our Launchpad we launch one game that can be an esport in the near future, brilliant, brilliant.
Hmm. What would it take for that to happen?
Massive adoption of tournament organizers, not game, because there are like games that are really popular. So Fortnite, Valorant, they are really popular, but they are not really esports seats. Okay, you don't have a lot of um, professional teams. You don't have a lot of tournament organizers that organize big tournaments around this. So what it takes for these games, like to become an esport, I can't tell you the whole secret sauce, but one of the elements is like being multiplayer. So, and why multiplayer? Because when it is multiplayer, it creates much more emotions, and players love emotions. So,
Yeah.
if I'm playing like with a team of five, and we are trying to strategize around how we are going to defeat the other team, sometimes it will go well, sometimes it will go bad, but it will create a lot of emotions. I'll be angry, I'll be happy, I'll be crying if I win a tournament. And that's what makes really special games become an esport. And it's very difficult to get there. Like if you look about like nowadays in the market, you'd say that like the biggest three sports hits are CS:GO, League of Legends, and Dota 2. If you look at the betting houses that sponsor a lot of the tournaments, that sponsor a lot of the professional teams, 80% of the revenues come from these three games.
Mm.
And that's because you have like a huge following. You have a lot of people that follow these games, you know? So that will be really difficult to find a blockchain game that become like an esport hit, but we are here for that, and we accept the challenge. That's why we've created this.
Okay, good, good, good. Great. That's good to hear. Uh, Now, fifth question is how blockchain powered how how blockchain powered tournament works.
Okay. Um, I'll explain probably our revolution. So we've organized a revolution tournament in the end of 2021 with professional CS:GO teams from Europe. And basically, we organized everything like on chain in terms of prize pools. Let me explain briefly. It was a crowd-funded tournament. Okay, so fans could put crypto into a smart contract that would go to the prize pool. What
Okay.
did they receive in return? They received in return NFTs from the players that were going to play that game. Okay,
Mhm.
so there were over 100 cards. So there were over 100 cards of players involved and stickers from the teams. That's cool as a collectible. So imagine that you have your cards like as a collectible. But the fact that it's blockchain powered increase the what you can do with that. So what we did was we did a fantasy league with NFT cards. So basically, you were watching Twitch, like watching your favorite players from professional teams playing, and you could decide how you could create your team of five, and you get points for the points that they make during those games. And you also have like a leaderboard. So everybody in this tournament was winning, like the professional players and the fans. And like everything in terms of distribution of prizes was done on chain. So every professional team had to create a wallet and put it in the smart contract. Every professional player had to create a wallet because they received royalties from all the transactions that occurred of
Okay.
their NFTs. So, and most importantly, is like everything is transparent in terms of the prizes, because there's a huge problem in esports, which is sometimes, or most of the times, tournament organizers take between 6 months to 1 year to pay the prizes, and sometimes they never pay. So by being on
Wow, that
chain,
is a huge amount of time.
yeah, imagine like there are teams that disappear in 1 year if they don't get the money that they earn, because it's still a nascent market. And there are some bad actors that never pay, so they organize big tournaments and they go away. Okay, so by being transparent on chain, they can see where are the prizes, and they receive it like after the tournament and after some verifications in terms of like no cheats occur. Like there is just a click and everything goes to their wallets, you know, and they keep receiving royalties from their NFTs. So it was a really cool experience between professional players and like fans all together. We got 700,000 viewers, unique viewers, like during this tournament, because we gave away the rights. We just wanted people to know like how cool these things are. So in essence, that's a blockchain powered tournament, and we are looking to do more this year.
That sounds really, really, really good. Thank you for explaining that. This is quite also new for me. Blockchain powered tournaments. And great. Let's go to number six. This is a little bit of a long one, and it starts by saying marketing is a central element for every project, so that everyone knows the potential that a project can bring is vital to achieve the goal set. And now it continues. What is your strategy to attract new users and investors to your platform and keep them the long term? It continues. What differentiates Exceedme from other existing play to earn? And is there anything special? Okay, let's start with the first question. What is your strategy to attract new users and investors to your platform and keep them long term?
Like more than anything is adding value to them. Okay, so and what I mean by adding value is creating these tournaments that are cool, but at the same time that offer earning opportunities for them where they can really earn tokens. And there are, I haven't talked, there are some mechanics, some on-chain mechanics that we are using even for the ones that don't earn or don't win like every time, because for you to have a tournament nobody can win, not everyone can win, right? So
Yeah.
but if you are staking our token like on the platform, even if you are not winning, for your participation, for being on the tournaments, you are going to win. And then I think that also keeps sustainability, so that you are not every time losing, right? You are always having an incentive because you are creating this network effect of having more people there, which for competitive games is very very important. How do we attract more users? By doing awesome competitions. So we are counting also on users to pass the word to other players that they play on other sites, and like think and spread the word. Also, we are using, of course, ads to Web2 world, to basically reach out what we are doing and engage more users. And what will keep them long term? I think it's this flywheel of, okay, you get you create you enter competitions, you have ways to earn, you have ways, if you are not winning that much and you want to win more, you have like the tools that you need to grow your skills, so you will earn more. And after that, everybody knows that like the labor is very important to create wealth, but the capital, even on blockchain, is very important to increase that amount of wealth. So if you could invest their earnings in assets that you understand, you can improve like your wealth, you can increase your wealth, and then you can become
Mhm.
economically free, and that will bring like long-term users for our platform.
Yeah, yeah. I think you'll be satisfying a need then. Now, we already touched base about this, but I'll ask the question anyway. What differentiates Exceedme from other existing play tour?
Yeah, I think it's this mechanism of having
Hmm.
like Web2 games that people can play in tournaments essentially.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay, that was it for that question. I think you've answered everything. The next question is: is there a mobile version or collaboration with the highest rating mobile games?
Okay, what I can say is yes, that there is like our focus this year is to launch a mobile game, like a Web2
Hmm.
mobile game, but at the same time, the crypto world, that the mind is going to happen on the 18th of June, so next Saturday, is going to be mobile optimized. So you can enter our platform and you can like just sit on the couch and play crypto birds.
Okay, good, good. And that you said will be from this 18th.
18th, exactly,
18th.
18th of June.
Okay, but that is we're talking. Okay, almost, yeah, 1 week. One
Yeah.
week, maybe a little bit more. Okay, great. Very good. I hope you will have a demo for us so we can have a look.
I don't have a demo. What I can show you is, and if you go top, Xavier, if you don't mind, I can show you just the old version. If you click on Play Crypto World on the top, really top, this was the old version. Okay,
Okay.
it opened another window, right? So we can see.
Yes. Okay, let me see if I can share the next window. Give me a second. Share up, share screen,
I'll
and
see
then.
how good you are in playing the simple version of it.
Oh my god. Okay, I hope you can see it. Is this one right?
But you have to log in. Okay, I have to show you. Okay, let me then
Oh,
show.
now maybe you can show us if you can log in.
Yeah, I'll share my screen. Let me uh, just a second.
Okay, then I'll.
Jose. Okay, here we are. Can you see?
Yes.
So,
Okay.
oh, just
Oops.
started. So this is the simple version. Okay, remember, like the Flappy Bird one.
Yeah, this reminds me of Super Mario.
Yeah. So what was fun about this game? I don't know if you remember. Like people got really addicted to it,
Yeah.
and and Apple censored the game from their Apple store because of copyright infringement, and people were like buying for massive amounts lost for massive amounts of money, like the Apple the iPhones that still have the game to play the game. So people got crazy. Let me show you, if we have time, can I show you like just a video
Okay.
of basically the new version,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please do.
because it's clearly very different. So this is our launchpad page. Here it's crypto world, and this is the video.
Is the video on another page? Did it open on another screen?
Yeah.
Because we can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it. Oh,
No.
wait a second. Let me, because it went to the other another tab. Check. I was having fun watching it. Can you see now?
Okay, now we can see. Now we can
Okay,
see.
cool, cool. Can you hear it as well?
Okay. All right. Wow. Much more advanced. Higher graphics. Wait, when is this going to be launched?
And that's it.
When is that going to be launched?
So the mint is going to be on the 18th, the mint of the NFT collection. Then there is going to be the reveal. So you'll have 3 days until the 21st for to the reveal for so you could see how rare is your bird, and the bird will have an impact in the way you play. So they have 5 pieces each bird, like the head, the tail, the wings, and each part will influence the way you play. So it's just a tap, but there are birds that are heavier, so you have to tap more.
Uh-huh.
There are a lot of things that will come into the mechanics of the gameplay, so it will become harder. And basically we will launch it. We've not announced the date, so I can't give it here, but what I can say is really going to be in a short time after the reveal of your birth.
Okay, okay. We'll be waiting for that. Please let us know in
I'll let you
time.
know.
Great. That we really want to. We want to see what's here. We want to try it. Now, this is an interesting question. Very simple. But what motivated you to name your project Exceedme?
uh ah so Exceedme comes from the idea that when you play a game, you always try to do your best. Okay,
Yeah.
and you always want to do a better score. But like when you play against someone, when you put it competitive, you really want to get better. You really want to win. But where is something at stake? So when there is a prize, so when there is crypto, when there is NFTs, whatever it is that is at stake, that's when you really exceed your performance. So exceed me comes from the fact that at exceed at our platform, you can exceed yourself, exceed me in terms of your performance from like the environment that we are creating.
Okay, okay, I understand. And which is also a competitive environment as well, right?
Exactly, exactly. And where you can put like these challenges that like you can basically go and challenge another person to start like a challenge. So you want to play, we don't have this yet, but we'll have. You want to play crypto board against me? Let's see who makes the high score, and I'll put like 100 exceeds that I'm going to win you.
Oh, okay, okay. That's interesting. A little bit like, yeah, yeah, challenging, challenging other players. That's good.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go with the last question. And to our viewers, please remember there will be three winners out of these 10 questions. And after the 10th question, we will reveal which are those three winners. So please stay with us. Now, the question says, with so many projects coming into the space as play to earn with high rewards, what confidence can you assure both the long term and short term investors?
Yeah, that's a great question. Um, so, and we've seen this in the past with Axie Infinity, where like if the rewards are based on the token that has open market dynamics, it means that if there is speculation behind the value of a certain token, the rewards will increase a lot. But again, if that speculation disappears and if the market sentiment changes, like what we are seeing now, that can create a death, like the death of the project. So what confidence can we assure?
Mhm.
Uh, Basically, what we can do and what we are doing on our launchpad is having an internal research team that looks at the games and try to understand like the economics behind it, not just economics, the funny parts, and then
Yeah.
the economics. Because if it is just about economics, they will not leave the test of players that want to play the game, and it will become boring, so it will become a work, it will have a lot of problems. But if it survives the test of funny and economic viable on the long term, which is sustainability, they will be a successful game. And again, this also comes not just from the game that they show at the stage that they throw out the game, but at the team, because the team should have the capacity to constantly evolve the game. And if they create such good IP in terms of NFTs, as I was mentioning before, Xavier, so other developers can come in and port their NFTs into their own games. So they will create more value for the investors that invested initially in that game, because that game suddenly like was created assets that could be used like in a lot of games. So in the metaverse, you could mention, and that really comes also from the team behind it. Really, not really just the game, but like the team. How capable are them to grow their project and to constantly grow their stack of technology.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. So, those were the 10 questions that made it. Now, out of those 10 questions, there are three winners. And just as a reminder, each winner receives 390 XED tokens plus one exclusive NFT from the Crypto Bird collection, as Nuno mentioned earlier. So, question number one, who won, is from shohafriends at gmail.com. What are the most important and immediate goals for Exceedme project and the top three key performance metrics? That was a great question. Winner number two from smashrule5098 at gmail.com. How blockchain powered tournament works. Indeed, great question because I also had that question actually. So it was really good. And winner number three from Salman Bahaya at gmail.com. With so many projects coming into the space, what confidence can you assure both long and short term investors? So those were the three questions. Winners, and again, each winner will receive 390 tokens plus an exclusive NFT. The winners will be contacted by email personally, one by one. So please do expect us to reach out to you. So Nuno has been fantastic, really, really entertaining. Great to know and actually learn a little bit about more about the gamify that you have. You're more than welcome to join us in any time with a demo when you have something ready. It can be where the NFTs can be the new game. So feel free to reach out to us. We're really curious to see what else you have in store for us. Do you?
Awesome.
Yes. Go
Thanks
ahead.
for having me. I was just going to say, Xavier, I don't know if you have time, but like I have here a link which basically for the ones that were not able to win
Mhm.
a prize or win an NFT. What I'll put on is a link for our Discord, and basically, if you follow this link, and I hope that we can put this then on the description of the video, you will be automatically selected to be on the whitelist group that could mind the bird on the 18th of June. Uh, so basically, this is like an exclusive just for La Token viewers.
Oh, that's fantastic. Great, great. So you heard it. Here below is the link. You are able to watch again this video in YouTube. Please follow us in I'll put the link once here again. latoken.com/VCTV/shows. You'll be able to find this again in case you do not have time to write down or follow this link in Discord. A unique offering. Thank you very much for that, Nuno. Really appreciate it on behalf of our traders. Do you have any final words for our viewers today?
Just keep on the look on our socials. So mostly on our Discord, which is where we are most active. And where you'll see a lot of the innovations that we are launching. And thank you a lot for your time and for viewing this interview and for the invitation as well.
Fantastic. No, thank you very much, Nuno. To you and your team, was fantastic to learn more about the project. Wishing you the best of luck. And again, you're more than welcome anytime on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
To our viewers, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. And we will be seeing you shortly at the next show. Have a great reminder of the day. Thank you, Nuno.